Sup, y'all? Anime Bones. So, as you know, it's the end of the year. So, since it's the end of the year, that means we gotta have our end of the year list. Alright, so it's been many good animes this year. A lot of them been fire. And honestly, I was surprised because I don't watch anime as enough as I used to when I was younger. But I was surprised to find out that I still watched 10 animes this year, actually a little bit more. So, I wanted to make my top 10 animes of this year. Now, when I say top 10, I don't mean like top 10 new animes. I ain't say that. That ain't what I've been saying. But I will say this will be top 10 like animes that even whether it's a season 2 or part 2, part 3, whatever it is, any anime that came out this year will be on this list. And I guess the best new anime of the year will be the highest new anime that's on this list. You know, like if it's a new anime and it's on the list, and then every anime after that is like old ones, then obviously then that's the best one of the year. So with that being said, I do want to get two honorable mentions out before I get into my top 10. First, Zom 100. Now, Zom 100, everyone was getting into it. Everyone was hype about it. I watched it a bit. But something with the staff for the production that they stopped it mid-season, so that didn't get the complete first season. It was delayed a bit, even though, if I had to be honest, even if it wasn't delayed, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be in my top 10. And then another one would be Undead Unluck. Undead Unluck, I just started watching it just came out, so I just started watching it as it came out. And Undead Unluck is a good show. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, even though I think it's only on Hulu. But I like the show, like Andy, like Fuku, I think her name is. That's a good show, but it couldn't crack into my top 10. Now, getting into my top 10, I'm gonna have to go with my boy Marshall. Now, Marshall is a funny show. It's basically Harry Potter and Saitama like fused. That's literally what Marshall is. Harry Potter world, but Saitama's in it, and that is a great. Probably let me look at this list. Definitely the funniest anime on this list for sure. So funniest anime and decent action when they get into it. But there was some times where I was kind of like zoning out of it a bit, even though I did like it. But there's sometimes I zoned out of it, and that's why it's number 10. Okay, I'm trying to get into this list, not take too long in all my picks, because it's a long list, but the deeper I go, the more explanation I give. Now, number 9. Number 9 is Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone was fire season 1. Season 2 came out, it was kind of trash, I'm gonna be honest with you. Season 2 came out, and there was a lot of times where I was forcing myself to watch it. And when season 3 came out, I thought it was kind of going to be the same thing. I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this. But I was like, all right, let me watch it. So first 1 and 2 episodes, I was like, okay. But as it progressed, I was like, oh, this is getting back to the Dr. Stone that I liked in season 1. So season 3 has been amazing so far, and I definitely got to put that at number 9. And I would have it higher, but the rest of these are even better. Now, number 8, Hell's Paradise. I believe that is the newest anime that's on the highest on this list. So Hell's Paradise, straight heat, my boy, what's his name, Gabimaru. That was good. Now, there was times when it was like, you know, it was like these top 10 lists, there was times where it was like, okay. But when they got into it, it was straight heat. And Gabimaru, when he started fighting, like the plant people or the gods or whatever they call it, the season been over for a while now, so I kind of forgot. But those fights were good. Everyone had a good fight scene. Every character, whether they was known or not, like they all had good fight scenes. The plot behind it is pretty decent. And the plot twist at the end of season 1 was also pretty insane. So that is what led it into being number 8. Number 7, it stopped messing with the first season because the first season was still the best so far. But Tokyo Revengers, I know a lot of y'all slept on it, and I know a lot of people hate on it. I don't know why. I guess because people didn't like the manga ending or whatever it was. But even though it's not getting as much love and appreciation as it did when it first came out, Tokyo Revengers this season has been good. My boy Takemichi has really been standing on business, and I don't know why people hate him. I get he cries a lot, but so is other main characters that's on this list. So I don't get why people hate on main characters that cry a lot. Like, bro, if you was in Takemichi's shoes, you'd be crying a lot too. Like, bro, he's not the best fighter. He's not the best at anything. The only thing he's best on, as he said in the last episode, is he's the best at standing on business. And that means he just doesn't give up. Bro doesn't give up no matter how bad he gets his ass whooped. He doesn't give up, and I love that about him. And they have like the second coolest side character, because, you know, Gojo is probably the coolest side character ever. But me personally, I think Mikey is right up there with him, because I love me Mikey. And I think anyone who watches Tokyo Revengers love Mikey. Mikey is a top 10 side character. All right? Now, number 6. Y'all not going to like this. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So you know how I said there's episodes where I'm kind of like zoning out, not really paying attention to, right? This one kind of gets that, but it's majorly because it's a week-to-week anime, so it's like the whole year's been going on, so it can't be heat every single week, obviously. And this is a highly loved, most popular rated anime. But with that being said, every anime that I've named so far, I actually liked, I actually enjoyed. With that being said, I don't need no hate. One Piece, number 6. One Piece had mad, like Wano arc, just for me, maybe I'm a bit biased, maybe I just don't like Wano. Wano arc was mad long for no reason. There was too many side things going on, too many, like every single character had a whole story behind them. Like, bro, Wano was too dragged too many times. It was slow paced, like, and even in Gear 5, that fight, there was at times where they used the same scene twice. Wano, I know y'all One Piece fans love One Piece, and I know y'all love Gear 5. I love it. Now, personally, I liked it better in the manga. But with that being said, the whole season of One Piece was not good. All right, me personally, I didn't like the Luffy versus Kaido fight as much at all, really, compared to the manga. But I get that's a big thing that everyone loved. But other than that, it was their fight. It was freaking. They had a lot of good action. Sanji calling for Robin, got the Robin fight. Sanji versus Queen, Zoro versus King. Those are good fights. But all in all, in totality, I don't have it more than these top 5 animes. These top 5 animes that I have right here, I loved it. I loved it way more. I feel like there was more things going on. Except for number 5, y'all gonna hate because y'all gonna be like, yo, that show was nothing going on, and that gets me to number 5. And number 5 being Vinland Saga. I said it, so what? Yeah, I said Farmland Saga. And I seen the article, I think, that said IGN wrote it, or somewhere wrote it, Vinland Saga Anime of the Year. So with that, with Vinland Saga getting that award, that accolade, I had to put it high on the list because I'm, bro, if they got Anime of the Year to an article, that must mean it's been a good anime. And I'm not saying that because I haven't watched it, because I watched it and I loved it. So I have to give them the respect they deserve. They got an award. I ain't put them number 1. I ain't copied them and put them number 1, but I was like, bro, they got to be top 5. They run that award. And personally, Vinland Saga Season 2 possessed the best character development of all time in any anime. Regardless of the action not being as much as the first season, regardless of not. Like, Thorfinn has had the best character development I've ever seen in any show, real, anime, no matter what, story, anything, book, anything. I've seen best character development I've ever seen ever in Season 2. And that alone got a number 5 for me. Now, these top 4 and up it was just way more action, way better than One Piece for my One Piece fans who are still mad about the number 6 spot. My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia for me started off great. The first 2-3 seasons fell off, but then the last season it got heated again. It was straight all-out war. Shigaraki, he getting stronger. Deku, he getting stronger. He getting more of the all for one or one for all power, whichever one is which. I always get confused with them. And he's seeing his past all for one possessors, and he was talking to them. Like, bro, the whole season was. Then we had the Dark Deku. Like, that whole season was straight action packed. That was better than One Piece. I'm sorry. Every episode of that I was into. There's episodes of One Piece I just wasn't into like that. So that has to be number 4. That was a great season. And now, number 3. Now, I know these rest of 3. I ain't looking at the list. Number 3, Bleach. As we all know, this is the final arc for Bleach. And it's rebooted, so the animation is top tier. We got so much action. I mean, what we got? We got Wolf Boy going into his Bankai. We got Ichibei coming out. We got Yhwach finally fighting Ichibei. We got Ichigo coming back, fighting the Bambis. We got the Bambis out there. We got Shinji's Bankai. I mean, I can go on and on. All right? We got the zombie Toshiro. Like, Bleach was straight heat, and I think, honestly, it had the highest quality of animation out of this whole list. One Piece, it was good, especially during Gear 5, but I think, personally, Bleach, that has the best animation. Like, when I see it, it looks movie-like tier animation every single time. So I gotta put Bleach at number 3. I damn near almost wanted to put it higher, but these two were just too good. Now, number 2, y'all would never guess it. Y'all might have guessed it, but I'm gonna say it, and I don't care if y'all got a problem with it or not. Number 2 is Attack on Titan. Yes, I know it was only 2 episodes, and yes, I know there was only 2 episodes that were basically like movies, but they weren't movies, they were episodes, so accept it. They were episodes. And I'm not leaving out Attack on Titan. This is the last time Attack on Titan will ever be on the anime of the year list, because it's ended. So Attack on Titan, those 2 movies were straight action-packed, heat, plot, twist, thrilling movies. Every single minute of it was straight. And in my personal opinion, no matter how many times I've seen people hate on the ending, I loved it. I hated it and I loved it. I hated it because my boy Eren wasn't happy, but I loved it because it did what it needed to do. It was a great ending. I felt it was crazy. Like when that ending happened, I was thinking about it for a whole week. That was loved Attack on Titan ending. I don't care how many people hated it. I've seen that a lot of people in the anime community actually loved the ending compared to the people that let's say the manga community, because the manga people hated it. And I do think the anime fixed the ending a bit with the wording and things of that nature, but it don't matter. That was a great ending. Love me Attack on Titan. It deserved number 2. I damn near want to put it number 1, but I could never put it number 1 because y'all know what number 1 is. I don't even need to say what number 1 is. It's Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, where I'm at right now, I just got done seeing Mahito getting gang banged by my boy Todo and Yuji. Alright, and then Geto came out. So this video comes out next week. When Geto comes, I don't know what happens after that, but all I know is I think that might be the last episode of this year. If not, there's one more after that, but I don't care. For me, without even seeing it, I know that Jujutsu Kaisen is easily anime of the year, and it was to be expected because everyone talked about how good the Shibuya arc was going to be, and it lived up to what it was supposed to be. The only thing they could have fixed was the animation, which I think was still good throughout the whole thing. I think the Mahoraga fight, it was kind of that one. I didn't like that animation as much because I felt like there was so much stuff going on that I couldn't really comprehend it. But even with that, without that, it was still a good fight. And in comparison to the Yuji versus Chizo fight or Chozo fight, however you say his name, and all the other fights, Sukuna versus Mount Fuji, it was a good whole anime season. Shibuya arc definitely won. It's not even up for debate. Every anime episode that come out every Thursday, I sit my ass down and I complete my undivided attention to the show. I give me something to eat and I watch it. So easily, I think it's not up for debate. If you guys can debate me with any part of this list, I know for a fact y'all cannot debate me on number 1 being Jujutsu Kaisen. If you're a One Piece fan or Bleach fan or whatever fan you are, if you're telling me that anime of the year belongs to One Piece or whatever over Jujutsu Kaisen, you're definitely on drugs and you're 100% a hater. So please stop hating. I'm completely unbiased. I love all these shows. I love One Piece. I've been loving One Piece before Jujutsu Kaisen even came out. But it's too easy to pick. Jujutsu Kaisen was number 1. So please, if you don't believe it was number 1, get some help. Stop hating. And let me know what y'all top 10 anime list. That's mine. Let me know. I think that was a pretty good list. Let me know. Anime Bones out.